Hey everybody, I'm going live. Hold on. Hopefully this won't fall and embarrass me on live. Yeah, it's been a little minute since I've been on live. Hopefully y'all can hear me clearly. I said I haven't been on live for a while, so when I go right now, now the title is gonna be called Manifestation Fulfilled. Now, before I get to the go to scripture, which is actually going to be from Joshua, about a few weeks to a month ago, I actually started reading Joshua. Like I told you in another video, I was reading like all of Genesis to about the story of Joseph and different things like that. So I kind of like didn't want to read Exodus next. So I kind of like bypassed. I don't know what got me to Joshua, but I started reading up until I think the 11th chapter, and then I like put a pause on it. I didn't go back to it. So I was listening to I think Rakira, one of her I think prayer calls, if I'm not mistaken, and she was pretty much saying like some God wants somebody to pretty much read Joshua. Somebody, yeah. God pretty much wants somebody to read the book of Joshua. So I figure like that's my confirmation. I need to, pick that back up again. So I started reading Joshua again, and thank God I did. So the go-to scripture from Joshua, the 20th chapter, what's that, verse 43? Like I said in another video, a lot of videos, if my eyes like look squinted or, closed up, it's because I have double vision, so just bear with me. Now it's titled The Promise Fulfilled. It says, so the Lord gave Israel all the land of which to their fathers, and they took possession of it and dwelt in it. I'm sorry. The Lord gave them rest all around, according to all that he had sworn to their fathers, and not a man of all their enemies stood against them. The Lord delivered all their enemies into their hand. Not a word failed of any good thing which the Lord has spoken to the house of Israel. All came to pass. Now that's pretty much what I meant by the manifestation will be fulfilled. Now I just want to get this straight. Okay, when you see the word manifestation, some people confuse it with the law of Christ and then the law of attraction. There's a difference. Now the law of attraction is pretty much demonic, and that's pretty much manifestation of something of unclean spirits, but it's pretty much manifestation of your own self, your own ability. Like, okay, if I keep thinking about a thing, then it's gonna happen. You got to be careful with that, because true manifestation comes from Jesus Christ. If you're not involved in Jesus Christ and realizing that He's manifesting your blessings, then that's law of attraction, and that God opposes that. So be mindful of that. So you pretty much just got to know the difference. So that's pretty much what I also mean by the manifestation. However, in the scripture it says God is a man that cannot lie. Like me, I'm a person. I like to be a person of my word, but even in a human perspective, they're not always going to deliver. They're not going to always deliver the time that they say they're going to deliver. That's pretty much just a human. But God, when He says something, you can pretty much count on that He's going to actually do what He said, and it's going to be the exact same time that He said He's going to do it, because He's not going to lie. That's what I mean by it's going to be fulfilled. And it tells you here the promise is fulfilled. However, when it says on here, it says pretty much God gave them the land. Also, they're going to rest. Now, if you look at it, I did a video a while ago. I think it's called "It's Your Soul That's Really Tired." I think that's what it's called. If you didn't see that, make sure you check that out. Now you can look at it with a person that goes on a vacation. Like say for instance, they always working, but now they're on a vacation. Now there's some people, even though they're on a vacation, they're still working. So it's like they're not even really on a vacation because they don't have time to like even rest. Because they're still on a go. They're still on a go. Now there's other people that they actually take advantage of their vacation, and they might be sleeping all day, the whole time that they're on vacation. However, is it the rest that God has called you to? Because if you, how many times you know, if you live for God, you can still actually be on a vacation, but you can still like be on the go, like doing God's business, but still feel well rested. And then there's somebody that can take hours of sleep. Your whole vacation time is like you just sleep the whole time, pretty much. But you can still feel tired. You feel me? So like I said, are you rested in God? Is it the rest that God called you to? Or is it just the natural rest? Because if it's a natural rest and you're not doing God's will, you still could be tired. So that's pretty much what the word says. It also says that your enemies, God will pretty much deliver your enemies to you. Well, even if it's 1, 1,000, whatever, God's going to deliver to me. But this message is like God used it to pretty much comfort me. You feel me? Just to be transparent, recently I was kind of like in a funk. I was like angry, ain't gonna lie to you. And then I kind of like had bad thoughts, and I thought about like, okay, maybe I can throw the shoe across the it hit the wall. But then I automatically thought like, okay, what if your kids was here and they saw you act in that behavior? So you pretty much displaying to them like, okay, if you get angry, then you can pretty much damage and destroy property. And I said, okay, no, I don't want them to think that's okay, and I know that's not the way you respond to things. So I thought, okay, no. And then I also thought too, you could easily, what if you put a hole into these people's wall, or what if you break your mirror? Like, are you trying to do that? And I remember in my past, like, I had to repair different holes in the walls and doors and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I don't live that way no more, and I don't want to do that. So, yeah, I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a nap and sleep it off. And when I woke up, I was pretty much, when I was laying down before I even went to sleep, I had other bad thoughts about, I'm not going to get into that, but I had other bad thoughts too, thoughts of anger. But then, I was like, I know this is not of God. God, please forgive me. I went to sleep, and then when I woke up rejuvenated, and, I didn't have those thoughts no more. But yeah, if you rest in Jesus Christ, He pretty much will give you the ability to surpass things that other people think that you won't surpass. He will give you the ability to do that. But yeah, like I said, a lot of my lives, my videos don't be long. You feel me? But I just wanted to come in because, like I said, I didn't want to do a video. Have to edit and different things, and it's been a little minute since I went live. So yeah, I just want to do this quick video. But I'm telling y'all as well, if God gave you a promise, it's gonna be fulfilled. It doesn't matter if it's, like I said in so many videos, if it's today, if it's tomorrow, if it's 10, 20 years from now, it's gonna be fulfilled because God can't lie to you. You feel me? He can never lie to you. And like I said, even by me being a person of my word, and even if somebody is a person of their word, at the end of the day, they can't outdo God. At the end of the day, they may not always be able to deliver at the time that they said, or whatever the case might be. But that's not so with God. When He says something, it's going to be the exact same time that He said it's going to be. So just know, whatever He said, it's going to come to pass. And it's going to be manifested through Him, not through you constantly thinking of it. Because if you're leaving Him out of the equation, you're just thinking about it, but He's not in it, His word is not in it, then yeah, you pretty much manifesting unclean spirits. And also too, I know some people like say with the manifestation, with the law of attraction, at that period of time, it might seem like it's good. You feel me? It might seem like it's a so-called blessing. However, later on, it's not going to feel good at all. You're going to see like, yeah, this ain't what I want. This ain't what I asked for. But yeah, if you pretty much manifesting it yourself, yeah, that is what you asked for. So be mindful of that. But one thing about Jesus, when He manifests something to you, it's going to be good then and then later on. You're not going to regret it later on. You're going to be happy from now until then. That's going to be the difference. So I'm just grateful for what you have for me in Jesus' holy name, God. I believe in your word. I believe that every land that you have for me, because if you look at it, the Israelites were from, because he promised Abraham, then his son Isaac, then Jacob, and so forth. So all the Israelites are pretty much in that lineage. However, you got to realize when I read this, and also too, if you read about the children in the wilderness who pretty much wandered 40 years, what I realized, just because God gave your family a promise doesn't mean that everybody is going to walk in that freedom. Doesn't mean that everybody is going to pretty much answer the call. Just because Abraham answered the call, just because Isaac answered the call, just because Jacob answered the call, and different others answered the call, doesn't mean that all the Israelites answered the call. You feel me? If you know, with the children of Israel also too, God used Moses to deliver you out of Egypt. I don't know what these people was hitting y'all with. It could have been rods, probably one rods, I don't know, whips, whatever the case might be. Now here's a man pretty much risked his own life, but then God was with him to pretty much talk to Pharaoh to get y'all out of Egypt. The least y'all could do is show gratitude and to know that God was honoring his word by bringing y'all out of Egypt. But what y'all can think about is saying, oh, we hungry. At least in Egypt, we didn't go through this and that. But you don't remember how you was treated in Egypt. You don't remember how you was slaved and how you was groaning and moaning and asking God for deliverance from what y'all was going through. And then God sent Moses. So now that you're not eating, you don't have food right now. Now you want to complain. Now you want to forget about what you was enduring. Okay, yeah, of course you ate in Egypt, but what did you have to do to get that meal? The exact same way with Jacob. When he was little, of course you got some food from Esau and you filled your stomach, but you gave him your birthright. What's that? Yeah, you got the food from Jacob. You still got the food from Jacob. Yeah, it fed his stomach, but you lost your whole birthright. You feel me? With the Israelites, what I learned is you need to learn how to fast. Like before I was on my journey of fasting, like I couldn't barely turn down no food. We got to learn how to fast because certain things we have to turn our plates down to. And like I said, I don't know when it's gonna come, but pretty much, the mark of the beast and different things. So if you don't want to take that mark, stock up as well, but also be able to learn how to fast so it won't bother you when you have to go without eating for a day. Some people can even last for an hour. I don't know. Well, I'm going to say a day. Like they just get hungry. And I know, so like I said, I know some people on medicine, and I'm not on some extreme medicine like other people. However, sometimes I do fast, but like I said, when another video, if I'm feeling like a little lightheaded, I will eat a little something. It might not be extreme like what I would normally eat. However, I will eat a little something. Then I'll continue like with my fast. But like I said, let God lead you. I don't want to anybody to harm themselves or anything. But God will look out for you. But you have to prepare yourself. But just know, if God gave you a promise, if God manifested it, or even if it has not been manifested by God yet, just know that this too shall come to pass. So that's pretty much all I had to say regarding y'all. Make sure you like, make sure you share, and also make sure you subscribe to our channel, y'all. Have a blessed day.